And welcome back to another episode of Everything But the Podcast. I am your co-host, Michael McGuire.
And I am another co-host, Murray Kane, all the way from Kansas.
Thanks for tuning in for another episode. This week we will be tackling the just recent NBA trades. We'll be talking about the importance of investing in yourself, and we'll also be jumping into trying something new or something that you may have rejected in the past just to give it a shot for the first time. But first things first, Murray, how you feeling this week?
It's a rough week, not gonna lie. Just trying to get through work, the normal 9 to 5 struggles. But outside of that, doing good. Eating, drinking water, eating my fruit, drinking water, staying alive as much as I can. What about you, Mike?
Everything's been everything this week. Got a lot of good work done. Still same struggle as you, putting in that 9 to 5 work, but still when I get off, making sure I take time to take care of myself. And I got into doing this new thing where I try to wake up a couple of hours earlier than I usually do. So I usually wake up at about 6:30. This week I'm trying to wake up at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, just so I can go ahead and get some work done on whatever I need to do, whether it's like going on a jog or if it's some work that I need to do on the computer, setting things up for the week, just anything like that.
So you're one of them people?
Yeah, trying to increase productivity,
Increase product? Nah. You need your sleep.
Yeah,
that's some people don't tell you that. A lot of people don't tell you that. Sorry.
Sleep is for suckers. All right?
Yeah, all right. I'm not functioning without sleep. I don't know what you talking about.
No, but for real, like, have you ever seen the thing Kobe Bryant talked about it, saying, like, he gets maybe like 2-3 hour naps a day, and that's like all he needs. Even still after retirement, that's like all he gets, and like he's fresh, like to do it.
Well, you do know Kobe like half crazy anyway.
Hey, man.
The small percent of people, I ain't that percent. Sorry.
Exactly, and Kobe's one of the best to ever do it. No disrespect to LeBron, no disrespect to Michael Jordan, but Kobe's one of like the best NBA players of all time. If I could commit to that kind of. No. We're not doing that. That's a barbershop conversation.
Not today.
I feel like that's got to be a rule. Any like barbershop conversations will not be discussed because we will never leave.
Barbershop conversations, they be the best. I ain't gonna hold you. Like sometimes I go in a barbershop and I realize I've been there for 3 hours, just talking sports, straight up sports.
All right. Well, speaking of sports, let's jump right into it. Given the recent trades of this week, or not trades, free agency. We have now Paul George along with Kawhi Leonard on the LA Clippers with a stacked team already. Team with some dogs. I think they're going to go all the way, but that's later in the conversation. Then we got for the Lakers.
They got a good shot.
Got LeBron, just signed DeMarcus Cousins, already signed Anthony Davis, and got Rajon Rondo. And I just recently, I think yesterday, they picked up Avery Bradley to give him a little bit of.
I say, don't forget Avery Bradley, he a dog too.
Yeah, for sure. On defense, absolutely. But the question is, who do you think wins the battle for LA?
I think it's gonna be a great matchup, to be honest. But the way the guards, well, the 1, 2, and 3 are gonna play defense for the Clippers, is gonna be very tough to score. Because you got to think about it. You got Patrick Beverly. This man is a living dog. He going to just get on your nerves regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
And you got PG, been top 2, top 3, maybe even the top steals like in stats for steals in the season.
I think this
him and Westbrook were top 2. He might have been the top player last season too. But he's been up there. He's a very shifty guy. He gets in the lanes. And then, out of all people, this man got a name called the Claw. Come on now. Let's be serious. They strapping a lot of people.
And then on top of it, to add to it all, you have Doc Rivers at the helm of it as the coach and president of basketball operations. So, pretty much it's his show. And he's already patient. He's a coaching savant. He has, whether it's defense or offense, putting together schemes on both sides of the floor. Terrific. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tough one for LeBron. They got Frank Vogel as a coach, Jason Kidd as the assistant, but I don't know. It might not be enough.
I think Lakers just gonna, if their bench can maintain productivity while their starters are on the bench, I think they have a pretty good shot. Because think about it, Clippers, outside of Lou Will, they don't really have a bench. They got rid of the young guy, I don't want to butcher his name, Shai LaBeau or something like that. He was another tough piece for him. And Lou Will and Montrez is coming off the bench. But Montrez might actually get the start this year. So, I mean, their bench is outside of Lou Will, I think it's very depleted compared to Lakers, who have a little bit more depth. So, I want to see what the style of play they're going to get into, which we would see. They're not going to be no run and gun. Apparently, LeBron's going to be the point guard, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's going to be something else. They might need to get some more shooters around them. I know they got Danny Green, got a couple shooters with them, but I don't know. They need more. They need more role players.
Who, the Lakers?
They need some shooters.
Oh, yeah.
If LeBron's the point guard, they're not about to outscore anybody. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, with LeBron at the point, I think that definitely makes for like a creative playbook because LeBron's a mastermind. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the Lakers being like. I don't think they're as cohesive as the Clippers are. I feel like the Clippers, for lack of like a better term, is a group of, outside of PG and Kawhi, people who are literally like bouncing around the league as quote unquote like misfits on certain teams. So these are guys that have that chip on their shoulder that are playing with that grudge. I think it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to make for compelling TV. I'm glad they play them. They play each other 2 or 3 times this year?
Yeah, well, normally if you're in the whatever conference you're in, you play each other at least 2 times. If it's like bigger teams, you play 3 times. They're all on the West Coast, so they're going to have pretty good games.
I'm looking at the roster now. I think they'll be good. I think the Clippers will be good. You got Lou Williams and Pat Bev at the point. Then you got Paul George, Landry Shamet, Jerome Robinson, Rodney McGruder at the 2. At the 3, you got Kawhi, Mo Harkless, and Terrence Mann. At the 4, Montrezl Harrell and JaMychal Green. And then at the 5, Ivica Zubac. And I'm not going to try this guy's last name. No disrespect. But it is very, very complicated. And I'm very, very American. I'm sorry about that.
I thought they got rid of Mo Harkless. He's a tough piece. I like him.
No, Mo Harkless is coming over from the Blazers.
Yep. I thought they traded him to Celtics for some reason or something. No.
No.
But I like them. I'm a Damian Lillard fan, so.
Now that I think about it, Mo Harkless, shout out to St. John's. You know, that's what we do. We get in the league and we do big things. We go to teams and we win. We about to win a championship. I gotta get a jersey. I never have, but I'm gonna have to do that. All right.
So just because they about to go win a chip, look at you.
Hey man, you gotta
hopping on the bandwagon.
Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna cop a Miami jersey because we about to grab Russell Westbrook and go straight for that chip real quick on this one.
Yeah, come on! I need a lot more than Jimmy Butler.
We got it's Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, and Dion Waiters. Come on, man. Come on.
Dion Waiters is a dog.
Okay.
But come on, y'all gonna need more than that. I'll tell you right now.
That's at least a cool.
Y'all got Bam, Aubameyang or something like that. I probably chopped it.
Yeah, you butchered his name. Yikes. God.
Close. It's Bam something. Bam and it starts with an A.
So you got to do what I do. If it's like a tough name, just apologize and move on. That's it.
That's how you do it. It's a hard day when you start apologizing before you read it.
Yeah.
You remember like a sub come in and start reading names off.
Oh my God.
And I already know when they get to my name because it's alphabetical order. As soon as they get there, be like, I'll be like, Murray. I'll be like, oh, Murray. Yeah, it's Murray. Thanks. I don't even try to. It's just whatever.
Yeah, people all throughout high school and elementary school butchered your name, but that's a whole nother topic. All right, so we're going to jump over to the next thing with the importance of investing in yourself. You want to take that one? Start off?
Yeah. Well, there's different ways to look at it, investing in yourself. Obviously, time is a huge thing. Take time out of your day to do things that help you get better, progress in whatever you feel like you need to do. If you feel like you're complacent or you're stuck in a spot, it can be you want to get more fit. You got to put time into that. That's investing in yourself. You pay for a gym membership. That's literally investing money, and then going to the gym is investing time as well. Um, and also another thing I had about investing in yourself is experiences. There's another way to look at it to where you don't really know things until you experience them. Either trying different cultures or visiting a spot downtown that you've heard of that you've never been. It's just creating experiences for yourself to where you're not as stagnant and you get to know what's good for you, what's not good for you, trying different foods. So it's all about exposing yourself to new things. That would kind of tie into the next thing, but exposing yourself to different areas, different topics, different people. I think it's always a good thing to invest in yourself because people spend so much money or time investing in, oh, I want to watch this show, or oh, I want to follow this person, and oh, I want to follow this network or whatever it is, that they don't realize that that's technically investing yourself into that. Why not use some of that time or some of that money or some of that attention or some of that energy towards yourself and better yourself? I mean, if you invest in yourself compoundly, say for 3 months you invest in yourself wholeheartedly, that can set you way far ahead than trying something for a week or two and letting it blow off and then getting back to it within a month. And it's just trusting the process. Not only doing things out of a spur, but being consistent with it, and you can get great results. I mean, I've gone through things where I've wholeheartedly gone into something for a week or two, and it's put me in a certain situation, and then falling off, so it kind of backslides. But I feel like when you compoundly go at something, it's almost like a snowball effect to where it just keeps building and keep building and keep building. So it's always, I think it's always a good thing and an important thing for people to realize that they need to invest in themselves and stick with it, regardless of what it is. Create a lifestyle, create a course, and follow through with it. Stick with your guns and keep going on. So I mean, that's just my idea of investing in yourself and bettering yourself for the future.
I love how like things loop back together. Like things make circles. That's what I've been feeling like lately. So even in the start of the show, when we were talking about our weeks, how things have been going, and I said that I woke up 4:30, 5 o'clock just to get my day started. The reason why I did that is because of what you just said, investing in yourself. Every day, everybody has, well, I won't even say everybody has, every day you have the same 24 hours, right? But for me, I know in my experience, I go and I end up giving 11 or 12 hours to my job. And that's in time that it takes to wake up, get ready, do what I got to do to get there, be there, do my job, and then do what I got to do to get home. By the time I get home, it's 6 o'clock. So I got, 4 hours to myself, 5 hours to myself, and often that's not enough. That's not enough to read and go to the gym and do some work on the computer and, go for a run or cook or, anything like that, or go to the city to network or anything like that. So what I have to do, and that's exactly the reason why I've started waking up earlier, so that I can go and I can go for a run. I can wake up, I can go read, I can wake up, I can wash my face and do a mask before I go. Things like that. So taking time to invest in yourself and really trying to utilize that 24 hours a day that I have in the best way that I can, so that I can increase efficiency, so that I can increase productivity to get a little bit further ahead than where I was the day before. And I think a lot of people, and I think it's really, really big with our generation, is staying in our phones a lot. Hours on Twitter, hours on Instagram, hours on Facebook. All for the sake of just like comfort, and that stimulation is easy. But whereas, picking up to research an article or take a class or go to the grocery store and grab something to cook, things like that, it's just not as easy. But those things would go toward investing in yourself. So when I think about that idea of investing in yourself, what speaks to me, or what jumps out to me the most is making the most of my time management.
Yeah, time management's a tough thing though.
Oh
It's
yeah,
definitely a
absolutely.
tough thing. It takes practice for sure.
Hmm.
Like I was saying, like things that you have to realize that if you want to invest in yourself is creating not only a habit but a lifestyle to where it's not just I'm gonna do this today or this month. I'm gonna do this long term. Like this is what I'm gonna embed into my lifestyle. If I want to lose weight, I have to eat healthy. Not just this year. I have to eat healthy from now on, type of thing. So it's kind of tough. Like they say, it takes 30 days to break it or start a habit, and then it's like 90 days to. I'm not sure what that whole saying is or how that goes. I'm pretty sure you probably be a little more familiar with it. On creating a habit, it takes I don't know how many days in a row
It's
it is.
supposed to be 90, but what I figured out for
90.
myself is I'll start doing something new on, let's say, a Sunday, and that's the only thing that I focus on doing. So like drinking a gallon of water a day. I started that on a Sunday and I kept doing that Monday, Tuesday, all the way to the next Sunday. Once I was doing that, and it was a habit by then for me, just because I was so like diligent and hell bent on making sure that I was drinking that gallon of water every day before I went to work. I made sure I filled it up. So the next week I tried to start on a new habit because I felt like I already had that one in the pocket. So reading on my way home from work, or oh, no, I'm sorry, reading on my way to work. So I just make sure I have a book with me. Could be anything, and I'm just reading on the way to work. Then next week, so that whole second week, week 2, I'm already drinking a gallon of water. But then I'm making sure I drink water. I'm making sure I read on the way to work. Week 3, I keep doing those two things, but I add something else in the mix. And what I did with that was watching or reading up on coding. You and me are both trying to build our own apps, starting from scratch. So you got to like really start reading about the basics of going through web design and HTML and all those kind of things, or even learning about the vocabulary behind coding. That's where I'm at. I
Yeah,
tried like
it's
taking a
tough.
stab at making an HTML website. That shit had me shook. That shit had me shook.
Yeah,
um,
it's a whole different language. It's just like learning anything. You just have to stick with it and keep practicing for sure. There's
exactly. So
always updates and things of that nature. So it's almost like I said, creating a lifestyle where it's like compound interest of beating at something over and over and over and practice. And it's like how we used to do when we were younger. We were learning how to play basketball and getting better at basketball. We didn't stop playing basketball. We always played it. We always practiced. We're either watching it. It's always had something to do with repetitive motion and repetitive like learning muscle memory and things of that nature. So it's kind of like that, and I like that idea where you're saying you get one thing down pat, and once you have that down pat, almost second nature, then you try to add something else into it
mhm.
to where you're not even thinking about drinking a gallon of water every day already. It's something you do. It's part of your process, part of your lifestyle. And then you add reading a book on the way to work or whatever it is. So that's in that case that's also investing in yourself to say I want to better myself. Let me do these things in increments and build on that. So I think that's a cool way to put things and how people should do it. Attack one thing at a time and not say I want to be healthy, read books and da da da. Like you know what I'm saying. That
Mm.
it's gonna be
Mhm.
hard to do it all at once. You tackle it all at once, but if you break it 2 week increments and you try to build on it, I think it'll be a lot easier. It's still a tough road to create a lifestyle for sure. You can say anything, you can watch videos about doing things, but until you say you can't plan to do things, you just gotta get up and do them.
Right.
Like when should I start? Next month? No, start now. Do it today. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier to say, okay, I'll start tomorrow. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So,
I
so I
will
think it's pretty
say,
cool that you said that.
yeah, I will say, like, for forming like any habits, or like not even a habit, but just a change in lifestyle. For me, so far, the most important things have been maintaining diligence and keeping the commitment. Because it's hard as hell to wake up mornings, especially if I was been up till midnight the night before doing whatever I was doing. it's hard as hell, like, to wake up the next morning at 4:30 and get up and like go for a run. That's the last thing I want to do, but I try to like keep the goal in mind of where I want to be or like why I'm doing this. Is that at the end of the
discipline?
Absolutely, and at the end of the day, I try to always feel like that's what I want to do. Every time like I lay my head down, I want to make sure I feel like I've done something for that day that's helped me to get better or helped me get closer to where it is that I want to be. As long as I'm doing that every single day, I'm satisfied. And there's certain, absolutely, I'm not going to sit here and fraud and say like, oh, I do that every single day. There's some times where I get into bed and I'm like, damn, when I got home, I just put on Bob's Burgers and I had a half of a pint of ice cream. That's the truth. Sometimes it happens, but trying to just stay diligent and keep that commitment to say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to make sure I get my ass up and I go and I do X, Y, Z. I go for a run, or as soon as I wake up, I'm going to make sure I fill up my water jug. Just things like that. Just trying to stay diligent, try to stay committed to myself. That's as best as I can put it.
That is true. Thinking of yourself as a project, I think, is another way to look at it. Where if you're working a project, you don't attack everything at once. You gradually work on it. So I'm gonna start on this side of the project. Let me do the foundation, or let me do what it is to set everything up. Make sure I have all my tools. I'm da. But just sometimes you just gotta dive into it. I mean, you can plan, and never get into something. You can plan for so long and just never get anywhere. Or you can attack things, do things wrong, move back a little bit, but it's always you're trying something, you're pounding at it. So I mean, it's always it's definitely a process, and it's just a lot of discipline, and just stick with it and constant reminder of yourself. I think visual reminders is always a good thing. Like I've seen you write things on a board or on a like tack things up on your little display back there, and say, okay, I'm gonna see this every day. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be this. And I think that kind of helps when you can see things visually, as well as just not thinking about it or speaking it into existence, but visually seeing it every day. It helps a lot too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One thing that I was doing, even before like I was on the thing to like on the path to like try to focus on bettering myself or getting closer to where I wanted to be, I was interested in making like choosing healthy alternative choices to what I was doing. So instead of watching Bob's Burgers or getting that pint of ice cream or just getting home and like laying down or doing whatever, put on a movie, whatever, or playing, 2K, or I was never into Call of Duty or anything like that, but it was usually like 2K, and now it's Crash Team Racing. I gotta cut that down. But I had like a list up on my board of like things activities that I could do. So I think it was like going to a museum, going to the movies, going to the grocery store to get something to cook, going for a walk. It was just like 8 or 9 different things that I could like do that I didn't mind doing, that I knew I could not necessarily maybe not have fun, but it would be stimulating. Going out, you might learn something new, you might see something new, you might meet somebody new. So just small things like that. So it doesn't absolutely have to be about bettering yourself all the time, but just choosing something different than, what I would want to do what I want to do some days is just sit down on my couch and just do nothing.
Get to that. Hopefully we all get to that point sooner than later.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's jump into trying something new or something that you've rejected in the past. For you, what would that be?
I don't know about something I've rejected in the past, but about trying new things. I'm usually pretty good about that. I would say probably about like 80% of the time. To me, when you say trying something new, for some reason it's not really experiences, it's more food. I'm a little greedy. So when I So what I'm
Yikes.
thinking about when you said trying new things, there's certain things I wouldn't try, but I feel like I'll try almost any food once. So like if it's like squid or something that's like moving on my plate, I don't know about that.
So
Have you seen
okay,
that
hold
before?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Have
hold
you
on.
seen that before though? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I've seen
talking
it.
about?
I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. So hold on. We just had this last episode where you're saying you'll
Uh-huh.
try anything once, but you and Day were here chastising me, talking down on me about my oodles and noodle sandwich,
What? Come on, Mike. Let's be serious.
bro.
All right, ask people.
Have you had it?
Can you ask people this?
Yeah, I
You
asked.
need to ask this question.
I have like discussions with people about this all the time. Maybe not all the time, but like when it comes up in conversation, I talk to
All right,
people
all right.
about it. So
All right,
answer
let
the
me explain
question:
it.
have you ever
Let me
had an
explain it.
oodles and noodles sandwich?
No, that's something I probably won't try. Not gonna lie. This man talked about some 2 slices of bread, and you cook the noodles,
I like to
right?
point
You
out
ain't no
is
crunchy
one
noodles.
is one slice of bread.
Oh my bad.
That's
One
it.
slice of bread, folded in half, or whatever you want to call it.
There you go. You got it.
Bread and noodles. Oodles and noodles, the ramen noodles. You cook
Yes.
them joints and put it in the bread. The bread wet. The bread is wet too.
You can have the bread wet or you can leave the bread dry.
Oh
That's
my
the good
gosh.
thing about it. You got options. You can do what you want.
Have you been to jail before? Is that what? Where are you getting this? Where are you getting this food from?
No,
Like,
I'm
who
proud to say
comes up with that?
I'm happy to say that I've never been to jail, but I have been broke before. So when you are broke, you have to improvise and come up with fun and exciting meals. And the oodles and noodle sandwich was that for me at a time.
You ever heard of peanut butter jelly? With
Yes,
bread?
I have heard of
you
peanut butter and
spread
jelly,
peanut
but
butter on one side and jelly on the other, and you put the 2 pieces of bread together. And
there's a
you
lot of
bread.
sugar and preservatives and peanut butter and jelly, and the bread is not good for you. I'm starting to hear, especially white
know them-
bread. So
you know them packets is very unhealthy though, for real.
oh, what the oodles and
Do you-
the little sauce packets?
Yeah. Do you use the full packet?
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Don't tell me about those sugars and preservatives. That whole packet is not healthy.
It's flavoring. What do you mean?
This
Okay.
man talked about some noodles and
Send me
bread.
articles. Send me articles of people saying why it's unhealthy.
What the packet?
Yeah, send me articles
Yeah,
and then I'll
it's-
believe it.
No, it's like high in I sound dumb right now. I'm gonna look it up. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want to say nothing crazy on here, but nah, I've heard it's very unhealthy. Like for the 1 pack of noodles you're not supposed to use that whole packet. Use like half of it or a quarter or whatever it is. But
So-
like it's like high in like sodium or something like that. You were not supposed to. Use
Okay,
it.
so the thing that just ran through my mind is if you're not supposed to use a whole packet, why would they put the whole packet in the noodle? Like, why would they put it in the whole thing? Like, why wouldn't they just put a smaller size in there? But then I remember this is consumer America, whatever. They don't want us to be healthy.
Don't play
But
dumb. A
until you-
cheeseburger's $1 and a salad's like $9.
you're right.
serious.
You're absolutely right.
And
And a pack of oodles and noodles is 15 cents, so I'm still keep rocking with that because right now that is what is inside my tax bracket.
Like you can get so many other things in your tax bracket. I don't even want to hear that.
I can't, but you know,
You're not about to come up with a whole bunch of excuses. I need to can you put this on like a one of your polls on Instagram or something and ask if someone has ever tried bread with noodles.
it's
Oodles
not
and
bread.
noodles.
It's not bread with noodles. Stop disrespecting
So what
it.
is it?
It's the
So what is it?
oodles
What is
and
it?
noodles sandwich. Okay.
Well, what's the components?
It's the same thing as an Italian hoagie or a hero sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly
Okay.
or a ham sandwich. It's a oodles and
I got it.
noodles sandwich. It's
Okay, I'm asking you one question.
okay. What's that?
What does the oodles and noodles sandwich consist of?
It consists of oodles and noodles and a sandwich. What are you talking about?
What do you mean a sandwich? Bread.
Yeah,
You said 1 slice. It's not even a sandwich. It's 1 slice.
because you
that's a
fold
bread.
the bread, Moray. You fold it, so you make a sandwich.
Since
It's like
when you see somebody?
It's
Since
like
when
a-
you see somebody fold 1 slice and say that's a sandwich? Come on, yo.
since
That's
the last
bread.
time I did it. Since the last time I did it, that was
Wait.
honestly it,
I just hope you joking, man. I said that the first time too, and you keep talking about it.
Bro.
So I'm really starting to think you serious.
I can't wait. I'm probably gonna open up a restaurant that's just nothing but oodles and noodle sandwiches, and people are gonna love it. And everybody who doubts me, everybody who hates on it, is gonna like rue the day, because I'm gonna have
Stop
like
calling it a sandwich.
it is an oodles and noodle sandwich. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Trying something new so last summer we had that whole debacle with yoga on the pier at Ray Street Pier.
Okay.
We spoke briefly about it in our last episode, but I have been trying to get back into it myself in the mornings, just to get myself centered and ready for the day. Sometimes I'll do it if I'm like coming back from a run, or sometimes I'll just do it after I wake up and have like a glass of water. I don't really like doing it straight off with cold muscles, because it's not that easy to stretch. So sometimes even I'll just like take a couple of laps around my building and then come back and get into it. I found that I feel better doing it with like the beginners classes or the beginner videos on YouTube. That way I can just go at my own pace. I don't have, there's nobody around me, because I still, and with no shame, I will say that I cannot touch my toes still. So I don't have to look at people who like have their head between their knees and like all this other like wild shit, got their like kneecap behind the back of their neck, shit like that.
That's bad.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near doing that. So I do those.
That's
like
bad.
What? That I can't touch my toes?
That has to be like unhealthy.
Can you touch your toes?
You look up yes. What kind of question is that?
He
you
lying.
can't. You got a
You
serious. Mike, are you serious? You make it seem like it's a real task.
All right, you're on camera right now. Go ahead, touch your toes.
I'm gonna get up and move out the way to go touch my toes.
Yep. If you don't do it, don't count. If you don't do it, you're gonna have no evidence. We're not gonna believe you. We don't believe you. You need more people. In the words of Hov.
Mike, I'm gonna show it to you. It's not that like you making it seem like it's a big task. It's bad though, for real. You need to stretch more. Sorry.
If I recall correctly, when we did it together last summer, you weren't touching your toes neither, sir.
Let's not take this out of context.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where you going with this.
I'm just trying to shed light on the situation. That's it.
No, don't even look. You out here just making stuff up. When I was doing yoga, it was all the weird. I don't know what the breathing. The thing about it is, I was trying to focus on like the whole technique, because I'm real like technical. So like when I lift, I won't like. I got to a point where I was lifting a decent amount. Not gonna lie, but for my weight. But the main thing to me was always technique and making sure my form was right. So that's what I was really focused on, to be honest. It wasn't really like going all out and making sure I can do like the full extension or whatever, but it was mostly technique and form. But yeah, I'm not. Don't do that. You make it sound like I'm a tree branch or something.
I mean, you basically are, because you was
No,
right.
that's you.
Bro, you were shaking right next to me.
Speak for yourself.
When you were doing all that stuff, like, I don't remember what any of the poses were called. I don't think the guy, like, gave him names. He was going from pose to pose, position to position. It's too much.
You said that was a beginner class?
Yeah.
They tripping. That was not a damn beginner.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
What do you think the next thing that you're gonna try is gonna be?
Something new that I'm gonna try?
Yeah.
Well, just recently, I mean, it's nothing crazy, but just recently I went golfing, or just a driving range. I never really did that before, but I don't know how old people be doing that joint. That joint look like it hurt after a while. But actually, I want to get better at golf. I'm gonna sound a little off topic or whatever, but I'm gonna start trying to do that. I'm gonna go to the driving range probably by myself and keep missing the ball and figure it out.
You got that Charles Barkley swing?
Nah, that joint is hacked. He need to throw that joint away.
Yeah, Charles. I don't. But why hasn't he fixed it after all these years?
I'm guessing it's fixed. I don't know. They got a hitch in it. Just like when you shot your free throw and you did that weird like Harlem Shake joint or whatever you was doing at the line, and then you just brick the free throw. That's kind of his thing.
Okay, so for reference, for reference, everybody out there that's listening or watching. So when I step up to the free throw line, I take a breath, then I flick the ball to myself. I don't let it bounce. I just roll it in my hands.
That's normal.
And then I breathe out, and then I like swivel my left foot on the line, maybe like 3 or 4 times, and then I look at the basket. I sink down, I go into my shot, and then I hit it every time, 100%.
Your shoulders don't move that whole time?
No. That's Kevin
Not
Durant
true.
that you're thinking of. I mean, I appreciate the
That's not
comparison, saying I'm just like KD when I'm out
You
there
are
on the
not
court.
no damn Kevin Durant, man. Cut that out. You're not no Kevin Durant level.
Hey,
Cut that
man, you
out.
said it. You said it. I didn't.
I didn't say it.
You
What
definitely
talking
did. You just compared me to Kevin Durant. What are you talking about?
about? Mike, that was such a stretch.
Because Kevin Durant, when he steps up to the line, he's going to be out this year. But go on YouTube and watch Kevin Durant YouTube videos, and when he
I
steps
know
up to the
what
line,
his pregame thing is.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
That's not what I was talking about.
So you're basically saying that when you watch Kevin Durant, you see me.
No,
It's all right.
more
It's
so
okay.
Jermaine O'Neal, to be honest.
It's okay. No, Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal did the same exact thing.
No, Jermaine O'Neal does a foot. That's not where I got it from, but I know he does a foot thing.
That's
He doesn't
exactly
shake
what
his
you got
shoulders.
it.
You basically just said that Kevin Durant's game resembles mine. And it's all
No,
right.
I just
It's
said
good.
Jermaine
It's
O'Neal.
okay. It's okay.
I'm
Your
not having
game,
this
if I could say, who does your game resemble?
Steph Curry, for real. And get right into
Nah.
the. Nah?
No.
Yo,
No.
stop playing with me, Mike.
No.
For real, they used to call me Monte Ellis. I'm not gonna lie.
That's because you look like him, not because you play like him.
You know what? No. I'm just saying. No,
I would say maybe like a Sam Cassell. Yeah, that's who your game is like.
I knew he's.
It's no knock Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell was ill.
Yeah, NBA player. True.
Yeah.
True.
Sam Cassell was ill. But yeah, I
all
see,
due
like,
respect to Sam Cassell. And I didn't mean to chop his name.
Yeah, you did. So you
But-
can't. How you gonna say all due respect and then fuck his name up like that?
Yeah, I was giving him respect to his game, not to his name. Get it together. As I was saying. But yeah, they used to call me the little Steph. I ain't gonna hold you.
And who was it that called you that?
Nah, I was more like Monte Ellis. For real, your dad used to call me MVP. For real, and Steph MVP. So that's a direct connection right there, if you ask me. That's all I'm saying.
Steph wasn't the MVP this year, and he wasn't the MVP.
Not this year.
Steph wasn't the
Steph
MVP
Curry?
when he was
I said
calling you
Steph.
that. He wasn't the MVP. He wasn't the MVP.
Your dad's seen the future. What are you talking about? Yo, stop playing with me, Mike. I'm Steph Curry.
Moving on. All right. What was I gonna say? Mine. The next thing
Well,
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna try something.
Yeah.
New.
All right, so it's been. Hold on. Okay, it's been like a bit of a running joke for a few people. A lot of people like to make fun of the fact that I'm so tall, or kind of tall. And
Not that tall.
Moray, we just had this whole discussion off air. Moray's
You're
5'10",
not that tall. Go ahead.
despite what he might say. Moray is a cool 5'10". There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm 6 feet tall. Stop
But he is clearly in denial about.
Yo, Mike,
his
I'm
height.
6 feet tall. Continue your story. Stop playing with me, yo.
Okay, with me being the current height that I am, I am unable to swim. But what I do when I get in the water, I do move. I can go from point A to point B with no problem. Doing breaststroke, backstroke, side stroke, doggy paddle, all that other good stuff. But I cannot float at all. I sink like a rock every time since I've been like 4 years old. No matter how much I like. My dad tried doing that thing. Like, you see the movie Moonlight?
Vaguely. I remember it vaguely, but I think I
Okay.
did watch it.
You got to get some culture, bro.
I did watch it. I'm not going to spill the beans, but yeah.
Okay, well, in that movie, there's a part where Mahershala Ali is holding the little boy. I forget what his name is. It escapes me right now. He's holding him on the water, and he's like trying to teach him how to float. My dad did that exact same thing with me when I was like 4 or 5 years old. But the thing about it was, once he let me go, I sunk like a rock, like a 2-ton like brick. Just
You're too tense. For pro, it's all density, and you just gotta relax yourself.
That's the thing. I was relaxed. Like, I was cool. I was in my dad's arms. Like, I thought I was straight. He just told me to breathe and, like, just relax. So I tried doing that, and I just sunk. That was it.
You want to know why, though, for real?
It's because I'm not going to say it, but I know why. I'm not going to,
What are you talking about?
I know why.
I was going to say it's the size of your head. That joint just sunk you down completely. You can't control it. But continue. I ain't going to say nothing else.
Okay. All right, moving on. But yeah, so that's going to be the thing that I like try to do. I need to find some time. I have been avoiding it this summer. Admittedly so. A certain person has requested that we go to the pool in my apartment complex, and I have been avoiding it for that exact reason, just because I don't want to face that challenge again. Yeah. Dog, the pool is right across from my apartment. You've never seen it? How? See?
I don't pay attention, I guess. I don't know.
So we got to work on that.
I don't live in PA, man. I don't know what's going on over there.
Because you've been in my place at least like smooth 25 times.
That's probably true.
Okay. But yeah, I just want to I can't even say learn how to float or learn how to do it, but just like conquer that part, beat that part of myself. Once I'm able to do that and I'm good and I'm straight, I feel like that'll be a feat that I've accomplished that I can be proud of, and I can like move on to the next thing. I'm not sure what that might be. I think honestly, it might be like it's either gonna be rock climbing or skydiving. I don't know.
Do skydiving, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did it.
About that.
It's a roller coaster. It literally is a roller coaster.
I think I
might. Very cold and high roller coaster.
Yeah, I think I might have just been talking out my ass right there. I really don't know.
It's really not that bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that bad.
When you did it, like how was it drop?
How high was the drop?
Yeah.
I don't remember the feet, but I remember I was like one of the, like they let people off and then they went higher and then let us off. Nah. Yeah, we was tripping. We was tripping.
Yeah, I know.
Worth it though, man.
There's a video going on social media now where they have a guy in like a plane who's getting ready to do like the skydiving, and like two other guys are like trying to get him ready to do it, and they have like it's loud, you can hear the air and all this kind of stuff, and then he's like freaking out. The dude they're about to just drop out the plane. He's like freaking the heck out. But once they like do it, like 30 seconds into the video, they just drop him and he goes off onto this like mat. But he's like shook the entire time. You got to see it. I'll try to find it and send it to you. But knowing me, I probably won't. I'll probably forget about it as soon as I'm done talking about it.
Yo, actually, you know what this reminded me?
What was that?
When you talking about swimming. Remember when we was in middle school? We went to the
I saved your life. I think about it every day.
Yeah,
I think about it every day.
That wave pool was deadly. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yes, I saved Moray's life.
All right, let me tell the story real quick. So everybody in there knows Dorney Park, right? They got the wave pool, right? Let's just say the wave pool was fully functional that day. Some days you go there, wave pool it's not working.
How many times?
We in there. Dorney Park, maybe 4 or 5 times. It's been like twice, maybe it wasn't working or whatever, and it just like closed. I don't know, for whatever reason. But we in there having a ball, you know what I mean? We start off at the low section, let the water kick with your feet, get a little comfortable, and get closer and closer towards the deep end of it. And the waves coming through. So the trick of that is just timing your jump. It don't matter how high them waves are. If you time your jump, you straight. So me and Mike went pretty deep. I think we like at the front of it. We was pretty close. We was up there.
I don't know who went first. Who led it?
I have no clue. I think it was a group of us, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I think you were. Yeah, I was like going ahead because my timing was good. I was like good, and you were behind me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it might have been. I don't remember, to be honest. But we out there jumping, timing, cool, everything cool. We cheesing, laughing, everything fun, ha ha, he he. And I caught a cramp. This cramp was it ain't no just regular cramp. It was a Charlie horse. Caught one of them joints in my thigh. Missed time I jumped and water was just smacking my face, boy. I didn't know where I was. That joint, like, I thought I had to jump. Boom, hit my face the first time. I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta refigure this rhythm out, or it's gonna get bad real quick. So I think I held my jump a little bit to try to see if I catch it again. Came up again, boom. I'm like, oh, it's time to panic. I started squirming. I don't even know how'd you see me? Did you just see my hand up or something?
I think I heard you. I think I heard you like say my name. No. I think I did. No gas, no lie. I think I heard you like cough. You like Mike. And I looked back on the off chance because I was like going ahead with the group. I was still good. My jump was on point.
You made me sound like a chump.
Cause like you had water in your lungs. What do you expect? That's exactly how it sounded. It was like Mike.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what was going on. That water was just smacking me, boy. I feel like I was in a boxing ring just getting tagged up. I'm like, dang, boy. And I still got that cramp in my leg too. So I'm jumping with one leg this time, trying to figure it out. It just ain't work. Somehow Mike did some I don't know what. Mike was like 6'7" at the time. I think he shrunk a little bit since.
Yeah, that's how it happens. Like, that's how it works.
He just picked me up and did his little rhythm jumps, got me to the side. I coughed a little bit and then I went by my way. It was a normal day again.
Yeah. So what really happened is I employed my lifeguard skills. I'm a Gold Star lifeguard.
Whatever that means.
I'm certified by Laguna Beach.
Yes. Since that day. I haven't gone back to the deep end of that wave pool. We're just going.
All right, we're going to do that. Then we're going to do that. We're going to go back to Dorney Park, and we're going to like have you face your fear. We got to do it. We got to do it. That's it.
It's not a fear. Look, when you do certain things in life, like if you do it once, like I already went out there, I already went to the deep end, I timed the jumps, and I drowned. So like nothing else for me to do there. I don't need to go back over there. What other experience can I get from it?
I did it conquering it. Going back, going to the deep end and not drowning. That's exactly what you can do.
You know my saying, it's not that serious. I'm gonna stay in the shallow end. To be honest, I think every time I went to Dorney Park since then, I haven't even brought swimming trunks. Like I just went on all the dry rides.
You got to do it then. You have to go back. You have to get in the wave pool.
What?
That's the only way to do it because I'll tell you exactly what happened. I learned this in my psychology class, right? So if you let that fear stay there, right, it's going to build up a complex, right? And then it's going to seep into other facets and parts of your life, right? Then that's going to block you from doing other things. Like it's going to stop you from like ordering certain coffees at Starbucks or like keep you from like proceeding through yellow lights. I'm telling you, it's going to be like weird shit like that.
I don't even go to Starbucks. What are you talking about?
Okay, but I'm saying as like an example. Or like if you come back to Wawa, you're not going to get the lemonade. You're going to go ahead and get the fruit punch or something like that. Just because you like, it just seeped into like different facets of your life so much. That's what's going to happen.
I'm not scared of water. I can jump in the deep end and survive.
No, but I'm talking about the wave pool. You know, it's like a ripple effect. I think that's what they call it. It's one of them theories or theorems because it's like it's that thing where like when you throw a rock into the pond and then it just makes waves, but you don't have any control over it. That's exactly what happens. So your experience with that wave pool is that first like rock dropping in, but it's just going to send ripples throughout your life unless you come back and conquer that. You get rid of that. You break that complex. I'm telling you. So like next summer, probably not this summer because summer's almost over, but next summer we gonna get you in that wave pool. Mike, and you're gonna go all the way to like the deep end, and we're gonna make sure.
No damn wave pool, man.
No, bro.
That wave pool is dead.
You gotta do it.
That joint dead.
You gotta.
I done been there. I done conquered it. I done drowned, and I done survived. I'm cool. I don't need to go back to that wave pool. You find other things though. Roller coasters. I'm not scared of roller coasters. I go to any roller coaster.
So why the hell would we go on a roller coaster if you're not afraid of roller coasters? That makes.
I've been to a beach since that joint though. Real waves.
No, but it's not about the beach. It's about the wave pool. It's like a 6th grade bully. If you never step to that bully in your whole life, when you see that bully at your like 30-year reunion, you still
We
gonna
mixing.
feel some type of way about it.
That's a lie. That's one. Actually, that's something I actually want to try. Boxing. That'd be
Okay,
pretty
I
cool.
thought you were talking about fighting a bully from 6th grade. I'm gonna say, who's the bully in sixth
I did
grade?
mention that, but that's not true. But
I'm gonna be
that's my
completely honest.
stance.
The FaceTime is on poor connection, and you doing that, it sounds like a fake ass Street Fighter. That's exactly what
Street
that
Fighter
shit.
used to be that game, though. I like Street Fighter.
All right, but we coming up on an hour. It's time to wrap it up.
Mhm.
All right, you want to make any closing remarks for the week?
Yeah, sure. Start a lifestyle and stick with it. Yeah, I think about it. It's a lifestyle is a long-term journey. Starting to go to the gym now and doing it for a week isn't a lifestyle. Starting a routine to go to the gym now and be still in the gym this year or this time next year is a lifestyle. So it's just pick a lifestyle, start it today. Don't plan for next week. Me myself included. I need to start going back to the gym, get some weight back on me. Um, but yeah, just start a lifestyle, be healthy, uh, spread love, positivity, energy, vibes, all that. All that. That's all I got to say.
Okay. My closing remark would be consider loving yourself like you love your partner. If you have a partner. If you don't, love yourself like you would love your partner if you had one. So that means be as dutiful, be as supportive, be as endearing, be as caring as you would for someone else for whom you were given a lot of affection to. Through doing that, I think you might. I'm trying to do it, and I'm trying to build a lot better, a much healthier, much more positive relationship with myself. For the past month or two, I have been, let's just say, as a metaphor, sleeping on the couch instead of sleeping in my own bed. That might have gone over a few people's heads. Moray, I know it probably went over yours.
It definitely flew over my head.
No, it's
I
like
don't
a
know what
thing. Like
that
if
is.
you're in a relationship with somebody and like you're not on good terms, they make you sleep on the couch or they give you a hard time. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't been treating myself well, so that's what I'm
Okay.
trying to
I
get
think you
back to
went a
doing.
little.
A little too
You went a
deep there,
little.
a little too
Yeah.
philosophical. It's all right.
Just
You know, my
explain.
third eye is open right now.
Just explain that next time.
My
Don't do
third
that.
eye is open right now, bro. Come on, it's like Lauren. Oh, no, not Lauren Hill. Shoot, Erica Badu, and she said, I was born underwater with $3.06. People didn't get that. I got that back in like 5th grade, man. Come on.
Whatever that means.
I was born underwater with $3.06. You know.
Sorry,
All
there's a
right.
disconnect there. I don't get it.
All right. Until next time, kids. It's been fun. We're gonna leave that one right where it is. But yeah, just thank you for tuning in for another week. It's been a pleasure as always, and as it always will be. My name is Michael McGuire.
And I am Ray Kane. Be sure to follow, share, and subscribe to all social media platforms at EBT Podcast. And be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. I need to work on that.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right.
Yeah, I was looking down too.
But it's probably not all good, but we'll figure it out. This is our second run. There's no mistakes, only lessons.
Yeah, I actually look like I'm looking at the camera this time.
Yeah,
The
that's
last
great.
one I was.
Last one, you look like you were looking at somebody, like you were talking to
I look
somebody else the
nervous,
whole damn
huh?
time.
I was nervous. So nervous I wasn't looking at the camera at all, but it's cool though.
All right. And with that, we out. Cut. All right. Yeah, I'm about to save it because David just said he pulled up outside. I'm about to run this shit out to him. You can stop. You can totally stop. You can stop right now. Okay, you can stop. Thanks. So you can stop. Thanks. Yeah, you told me. He probably gonna ask why it's hot, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I was just playing around with it." Nope. I'll probably like what's it called? Tell him like, "Yeah, we got started with the podcast." But what's it called? Whenever you want to be on as a guest, you're more than welcome to come on. Whatever. All right, I'm about to run this out to him. I'll holler at you. All right, bro. Oh shit! I'm getting what time is it? It's 10:30. You got me out here. Supposed to be done this by like 8 o'clock already. Jesus. I don't want to hear it. All right.